Здравия желаю, ребята. Мы продолжаем проходить Депонию. Вот, остановились мы на том, что мы попали в этот университет. Здесь мы в этой комнате, по-моему, уже все сделали. Поэтому надо идти дальше. Так, раз мы здесь все сделали, предлагаю пойти сначала сюда. Мы здесь появились и в итоге никуда потом не шли. Можно забрать?
Training bag? That looks to me more like a Drexican pinata. Typical sighted person. It's not always about how things look, but rather that it rains candy. No, but that doesn't hurt, right?
Так, хорошо. Выключатель, что он делает? Не знаю для чего, ладно.
Photos of baby wombats. Deponia 4 walkthrough for sale. Hey, that looks interesting. Do you want to share my lunch with me? Love to. I'm hungry. Now all I have to do is find this romantic ninja.
Ладно. Так.
Doing here? You should be lecturing.
I just wanted to stretch my legs.
Then stretch them back to the lecture hall. And don't come back until the bell is rung. Go on then. Hop to it.
Ладно. Пойдем в аудиторию.
That part of the puzzle was easy. Now all I have to do is find this romantic ninja.
Может, это кто-то из них? Ну, правильно, типа уник, типа завтрак.
Does one of you by any chance go by the name of Romantic Ninja?
Mr. Rufus, please don't.
You're Romantic Ninja?
How embarrassing.
Did you know that he's a romantic ninja? That according to this note, he bears the black belt in the arts of love.
I wish the ground would just swallow me up.
No, we didn't know that. Mama. That must be because he merges with the shadows of loneliness. Or so it is written by him. Luckily, I found this note because if you are threatened on the battlefield of love, which apparently applies to me.
Threatened? My katana is ripped your heart to shreds.
He offers the following. You want to share my lunch with me?
Here, you can have it. I've lost my appetite.
О, ну спасибо.
Thank you, Romantic Ninja. Your courage and generosity will not be forgotten.
Свежий сэндвич, хорошо. Так. Что нам нужно с ним сделать?
He's romantic, a ninja.
Чтобы утконос быстрее ходил?
What would happen if I were to hold this lunch in there?
Me. Time passes much quicker in the anomaly than outside. So, the sandwich will get old.
Ну, в смысле?
Well, anyone could have foreseen that. Now it's only good for duck food, and I have to cut my fingernails again.
Неправда. Ладно. Так, идем сюда.
Here, kitty. Stubborn as a stop sign.
Я понял.
Catches fine fish, unless you're into worms, in which case you can cut out the middleman. Good bait. catches fine fish, unless you're into worms, in which case you can cut out the middleman.
Отдай. Ой, это что такое? Желоб. Хорошо. Так, хорошо. Что будем делать дальше? То же самое будем с вулканосом делать? Или нет?
Let's see if this can motivate him. Yikes! What's going on?
Me.
Stereo monocle?
My name's Norbert, Professor.
Nerdbert. I can remember that. And your answer is?
The inflow of energy caused the expansion of the anomaly to increase. Now, inside simulated interim time.
And then all of a sudden, time just flies by. Mama.
She said only inside the bubble.
Correct answer, but points off for interrupting.
Да, но.
By Valkyrie.
Her name is Hildebrand.
Huh, her parents were jokers, were they?
No, Scraplanders. She's an exchange student.
And I'm Daniel Glandular. And am I supposed to remember that now, or what? Yippee! School's out.
Don't you want to turn the anomaly off first?
Lesson 2, never want to do something that somebody else can do.
Надо выключить? Или как? Стой! А зонтик нам случаем не нужен, чтобы отсюда вода не полилась?
This isn't a weather experiment. It's a time experiment. Easy to confuse, I know.
Shame. Oh,
Чё?
just when it was getting exciting. Boo!
Вчера ничего не понял.
Everything comes to an end. Get used to it.
Это мы так типа отключили, да? О, да. Так, хорошо. Трава. Как я это не заметил в прошлый раз, я не знаю. О, прицел, кстати, такой же, как мы делали в первой части, по-моему.
The plant smells like Lonzo's back room whenever that thrash metal band comes to visit. Locked. Anything else would have been a disappointment, to be honest.
Заперто, да. Ладно, идем туда к декану.
And? Were you able to stem the damage that my son has wreaked upon those poor students?
Stem? I eradicated it. Which damage were you referring to?
Those stupid ideas about time travel, of course. Junior claims, in all seriousness, to be able to create time anomalies. He says he's built a machine in his shed that can travel back and forth through time. And then he holds lectures on the subject behind my back. Thankless firebrand.
Firebrand? He always seemed to me to be so careful, downright boring.
Ugh, I wish. Imagine it. My son, of all people. A dreamer. A fantasist. Yes, an anarchist.
Honestly? Huh.
Так, хорошо. О, ключик.
Hands off. That's the key to Junior's laboratory. The whole place is contaminated with crazy ideas.
Ничего. Доебался же.
Ha! It is so a pipe. You can't pull the wool over a Rufus's eyes.
Наклейка с
Birds don't need
птицей.
warning signs. They're free! Free! And if they want to fly into stained glass windows, they have the right to do so.
Так. Не говорите мне, что мы должны сейчас сделать табак.
The
Не
plant
понял.
smells like Lonzo's back room whenever that
Декану отдать?
My old pipe. That's just what I need right now.
А зажечь?
Whoa. Strong stuff, this tobacco. It,
Курить плохо, ребят, курить
it
плохо.
reminds me of my college days. We were so crazy back then. So, Lala Cuckoo! Wasn't very good for us. We experimented with everything. With plants, with time. And with women, of course.
I don't really want to hear that.
Mrs. McChronicle was one hot chick.
Too much information.
I was even more crazy than he is today. My mother didn't like it at all. She never wanted me to go to university. I was supposed to take over my father's business, the garage. Rocco McChronicle. He said playing with time would only end in tears. What my butt for my girlfriend. I was already 25. Oh.
Что-то, походу, травка была нужна.
May I?
I don't know. If you may, I may, right?
Sure.
Yippee!
Отлично. А, пепельницу пофиг. Ладно, пошли откроем дверьку, что мы проверяли ранее. Так. Стоп, не заходим. Хе-хе. Шапочка.
Oh boy, this looks just a touch more complicated than me. Something tells me that for once, I'm actually going to require a little assistance. As long as the tank is empty, no pressure can be built there.
Понял. Надо набрать ведерко.
Yeah, this is nothing but waste oil. Somehow I expected liquid bronze.
А, стоп, как мы же ничего сделать не можем? Сейчас, подождите. Мы же дурачки, правильно?
Ah, you're still here.
Of course, Mr. Rufus. After all, we are on the cusp of an epical discovery.
And anyway, there are junk ball jocks waiting outside the lecture hall again.
They'll have to wait. We are going on an excursion. Pack your things. We're off to the neighboring building. Thanks, Hildebrain. Somewhat misplaced, but you still get a star.
Wow! Cool!
Impressive, isn't it? What is
Они как будто с разных времен. В чем прик?
Ah, Nerdbird?
Oh, an impulse-induced tachyon field generator?
Popularly known as a... Anyone? Perhaps Chubby over there.
Time portal machine?
Time portal machine, precisely. Because it creates a time portal. But where? Sure, of course, the interim time. The turquoise tunnel, as we experts also call it. And now, for the master question. How to turn that thing on.
Turn it on? But,
All right, people, I want discussion.
That thing at the front must be the tachyon tank.
What, the milk bottle with the bicycle pump?
Ребята, извиняюсь.
It's tachyons.
Очень сильно извиняюсь.
Smell, I'd say it used to contain feta cheese.
And you have to adjust the nozzles so they concentrate on the thinnest place in space-time. You can detect a so-called potential portal with 4D glasses.
4D glasses, feta cheese. Anything else?
You're not intending to open a portal into interim time, are you?
And why not?
McChronicle says it's too dangerous. It could perforate the whole of space-time.
Oh, hogwash. The proof of the pudding is in the eating. You can't win if you don't buy a ticket.
Will that be in the exam?
Ну, закрывал уже про экзамены спрашивать, конечно. Так. Они что-то оставили тут? Оставили.
Uh-huh.
Что
Someone
это
was
такое?
chewing gum in my class. But they didn't give me any,
А,
except for the fresh box lunch. It's gonna rain homework.
фу. Ну сиди тут. Чё злая какая, блядь. У меня такое ощущение, прям, что надо сделать вот так.
Away with the stuff.
Отлично. И чё дальше? Надо козу вместо этой штуки, что ли? Сейчас она это пробежится, да? И подскользнется вот тут. Ага. И что дальше? Где там проход? Давайте поговорим.
And strike.
Ой-ой-ой, бедная козочка.
Swelling up. Anaphylactic shock. It's my goat's hair allergy. My eyes are burning. Bravo! You finally hit something dead on. My sense of humor.
Бедная козочка. Она тут ни при чем вообще. Че ее бить-то? Дураки, бля. Да.
Hey, stay away from our junk ball training bag.
I already told you that's a goat. Where do you think the bleeding comes from?
From my wife, of course. She's always bleeding on at me, claiming that my sports things are actually animals, nuns, or the neighbor's children. But how, pray tell, would a goat manage to get down here to the underwater palace?
Okay. Suppose that it isn't a goat. Can I still milk it?
Of course, help yourself. But be careful, sometimes they bite.
Чё? А, 2, о, это 4D очки, эти серфи, это все нормально. Стоп, 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 стоп. Другой вопрос. Жвачку нужно на пепельницу применить, правильно?
But I have chewing gum, and that contains nicotine. Should work, right?
А зачем? Птичку жалко.
Nicotine chewing gum? Oh boy, I've just realized that I've got the munchies. Wait, I'll just put my toothy pegs back in. Munchtastic. Ooh, yummy.
Крем для протезов. А, я понял. Мы сейчас будем делать эти очки.
Never lose those spectacular spectacles again, courtesy of Rufus's patented sticky specs.
Вот, все, теперь это точно 4D очки.
Ta-da! I present to you the 4D glasses. Makes potential time portals visible and raises cinema admission prices by the power of 2.
Ну все. Так.
Ta-da! I present makes potential time portals visible and raises cinema admission prices by the power of 2.
Кстати,
Who can tell me what this is?
Are those supposed to be 4D glasses?
It is a set of 4D glasses.
Is that stained glass from a window?
Don't touch. That is a highly sensitive, scientific whatnot. I see a kind of ring.
Oh, I know. That must be a place where the dimension membrane between here and interim time is especially thin.
Not thinner than your derivation, nerdo. Exactly, Hildy. It's in the middle of the machine.
Oh, good. Then we don't need to calibrate it at all.
Fortune has changed sides. Now the idiots are completely screwed.
Так, хорошо.
Who can tell me why it's a good idea to put feta cheese into the tank?
You probably built some 4D glasses and realized that the cheese emits
Собакин.
tachyons, right?
О,
Now,
пёс давай
follow-up
отсюда.
question. What color are tachyons?
She means pink.
Then it is proven. Feta cheese emits tachyons. Write that down.
Запускаем. А, чё? Надо полностью набрать?
There! The portal is open.
But that's way too small.
Maybe there isn't enough pressure on the tachyon jets.
More pressure. No problem. I'm a professional.
Не работает?
Daniel!
Оу.
Zeus! There was another potential portal hidden under the carpet. What are we gonna do now? Yeah, but who knows if it's safe?
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
A chronicle!
Hurrah! The tachyons must have spread out in the near vicinity of the portal. There's a relatively high probability that they have opened up portals at Kubat.
And how high is it?
Haven't a clue. 1,000 maybe?
And that's good.
Relatively. It's the only chance that we're going to get. And also, one more than we really deserve.
Speaking of which, I still have to pick a goal up.
That means the leap into the unknown without any guarantee of being able to return has got to wait.
No, I'd rather go get her right away.
Давайте заберем.
We did. The guys and I have opened a time portal.
Wow, well done.
Don't be like that. I told you, I'll make it right again.
And I told you, go away.
Oh, come on, Goal. Take off the hat and...
Hey, hands off! I do understand where you're coming from. After all, that palaver with the platypus puppet theatre wasn't exactly subtle, was it?
Puppet theater? Oh, that. Yes, that was intentional.
But look at them. They're both trapped, without any hope. I'll never be able to escape my hamster wheel.
Wait, you think you're the platypus in the hamster wheel?
Of course. That one is clearly female. Look at her, she...
Ha! I knew it! There is hope!
You're right. It is the male.
At least she's now free.
Yes. Wow. Look how happy she is.
She'll recover. On the other hand, one shouldn't overuse...
А, это типа они вдвоем.
What's this?
Hey, give it back!
When did you do that?
While you were gadding about the fairground. What about it?
And you got past the Novomat with that?
Well, someone had to make sure that things could carry on.
But then why are you so angry? Because we're not together in the photo?
No, because we are. An illusion. A snapshot giving the wrong picture.
А, ну типа когда одевает шапку, она все помнит даже из... Тогда давно, что ли? Или что она так злится, не могу понять.
No, it isn't.
Then tell me one thing that will still remain of our adventures. If you can do that, then I'm happy to come.
Easy. In the end, there's always one thing that remains. There. Look at that.
witchcraft?
Oh. It doesn't matter. Let's go.
Чё они такие маленькие? Уроки закончились.
What the? What now? That looks like that interim we crossed in the time pod. But where did this city come from? And where are Goal and McChronicle? They jumped through the portal right before I did.
Hey you lock.
Я не чморлок вообще-то.
Ah, a local. Can you tell me where I've landed?
In my turnip patch.
Wait a minute. Don't I know you? You're Glandula, the romantic ninja. Just old and ugly. How is that possible?
А, это он?
Trying to talk your head off.
Don't you mean, am I trying to talk your ear off?
Not if I got my gun pointed right.
Oh. Where the hell have I landed?
Are you lost, stranger?
No, I have a photographic sense of direction and always know exactly where I am. It's just the when has been a little confusing lately.
When doesn't mean a thing round here. You're in interim time, a space alongside the past, present.
And future, I know.
I was going to say perishable food. We don't have anything like a future here. Rumour has it there used to be one. The portal building authorities are digging around looking for it in the foundations of interim time. But if you ask me, it's just newfangled nonsense.
No future.
2 other newcomers passed by here earlier. They asked about the future too. Friends of yours, perhaps?
Impossible. They were just with me.
Maybe out there. Here in interim time, the clocks tick a little different.
I see they have a few more hands, too.
Well, welcome to Paradox City. My name's Rocco McChronicle. If you've got any questions, I'll be happy to help you,
Rufus. And actually, I do have a couple. Rocco Mc... What the hell did you say? Are you Rocco McChronicle, the father of Dean Angus McChronicle Sr., and therefore our McChronicle's grandfather?
You must have confused me with someone else. I don't have a son, and if I did, I'm sure he wouldn't have become a dean. After all, I'm running a family business here.
Maybe we shouldn't talk about it. The last thing I need now is to accidentally prevent McChronicle's birth. You've seen my friends?
A sexy chick accompanied by a clever, handsome guy?
Not really. We were separated.
Well, 2 strangers certainly passed by earlier on. They met the old hermit. It looked as though they knew each other. They headed off to her farm, turn left at the town hall, and then continue up that way.
Where the hell?
You're in Paradox City, the city between...
Aren't we always between times? You know, present and future.
Yes, I suppose, although here we're not so much between... That doesn't exist here.
I urge you...
Doesn't ring any bells. Is it beyond interim time?
Of course.
Then you'd better be off asking the guys from the portal, but they map the portals and know where each one...
What is that?
That's what I said. If that's what you're interested in, then ask the people at the... They're always talking about the future, and they're trying to dig one up. Absolute madmen, if you ask me. We've never had a future here, and we've managed quite happily without it so far, thank you very much.
Hey, that's the time pod.
That there, that's been there since before I arrived. My father was going to repair it. That's why he founded the garage. Apparently it stopped being so important at some point, like everything here.
Ладно,
I'm sorry.
пока. Да, все, пока. Ох, большое количество проходов. Так. Ну, сейчас сначала зайдем.
Oh, there you are.
Howdy, Rufus.
You wouldn't believe who I
Магирунингю, или как там его?
I know. He didn't recognize me.
No wonder. To him, you're not even born yet.
I guess I never will be. Even the slightest interventions change the timeline. In all probability, we prevented the birth of my father already.
Hogwash. I've seen everything possible and impossible in the last while, but nothing even remotely resembling a timeline. The whole thing is more like a fuzzy, knotted time scheme than anything else.
It's okay, Rufus. I'm doing just fine. Isn't it incredibly interesting here?
Yeah, very picturesque. But we have to get a move on. Don't you remember? Where's Gold?
In the farmhouse, but there's no reason to hurry. Here in interim time,
The clocks run differently, I already know. Still, no reason to take our foot off the gas. One of these portals must lead to Kuvak. We used it earlier ourselves.
yeah, it's that one there.
That one? I actually expected a few mind-bending puzzles first. But, so much the better. Wait here. I'll go get Gold, and then we can go get our future back.
Понял. Идем искать Гол. О, это же этот. Тот самый.
Mmm, peanuts. Tasty.
What? You've eaten Mikey!
What? But, oh no. I thought you were Peanuts.
Don't worry.
Mikey was an ass anyway.
And we are peanuts.
Sapient peanuts from another time.
Delicious and clever.
What do you know? Can I maybe take you along anyway? The way things are going here, I'll probably have to make you into peanut butter.
No. To be honest with you, we wouldn't like that.
Let him speak. Maybe he's got a good reason.
A good reason to turn us into peanut butter? Oh yeah, true. He hasn't given us one yet.
Yeah, why does he want to do that?
For love?
Wow, now...
Oh, we'd be happy to sacrifice ourselves for love.
Yippee! Me first.
But one more question. How exactly does it help love if we're made into peanut butter?
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to know that too.
Let him speak.
Love needs...
No explanation, no...
No,
Find someone else to make it.
Okay, I want to...
that's...
I don't know.
I'm not convinced either.
But...
Yeah, but... I mean, do we even...
I certainly don't know her.
Oh, true. So how do we know?
Goal is also more of a long-term goal.
Huh?
Well, how do you...
Oh, it's so cryptic.
You're right. Just forget I said anything.
Props, matey.
No offense.
Come back again once you thought
Еще раз
about
извиняюсь, ребят.
reason, you pillock.
Просто немножко. Короче, я так понимаю, мы здесь ничего сейчас сделать не можем. Молодой хитались, старый хитались. Оу.
Oh no! The Fulux soup! I'm gonna get fired for sure. My whole future depends on this job.
I thought there was no future here.
There is for me. My future self is sitting over there in the corner. He says that if I don't try a lot harder, I'll never be as successful as, well, me. He said I've got to save, work hard, and sign up to a pension plan. Otherwise, I'll never drive a sleek Instant Change 5. And then, well, it would all be for nothing.
Why don't you just make a new suit?
I can't. We've run out of Fulux ribs. Oh, man. What a disaster.
О, кто сидит. Туки-туки.
Occupied. You plan on being done? Don't rush me. I suffer from severe temporal constipation. Not perhaps temporal.
No, I'm over that. But how the crap?
Surprise! I recognized your voice. You're the time crapper. The temporal toilet tourist, who apparently has made it his mission to clog every...
But I've only just... you gave me this...
The money from Cletus's suitcase. I remember...
Это
That
тот
was my
чел.
other adventure, a version of the future which no longer exists. As if a huge plug were clogging everything up.
Oh, tell me about it.
Это была вторая часть, по-моему.
Everything was flowing just fine. Now it's come to a standstill.
Да, это была вторая
Exactly. I'll
часть.
get things back up
Мы там
and
его
running.
встретили.
That would be great.
Или это была уже третья часть? Неважно. Главное, что в прошлом прохождении. Так,
We're
ладно.
out of Fulok soup. We've got toast and milk. And I'm also available on the cheap. My name's Rita. Are you single?
No. Yes. It's complicated.
Don't waste my time. I'm almost 40 and I'm a waitress in the city with no future. Do you really think I'm interested in listening to you moaning on?
Well, you asked. I just wanted to...
Tick tock, tick tock. Do you hear that? That's my biological clock. Order something, propose to me, or move over for the next in line.
One order of, toast and milk, please.
Got any money?
Nope.
Then your girlfriend must be blind.
Ай, все, не хочу с тобой даже разговаривать, потом. Мы бабки поговорим. Стоп, 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 стоп. Тут же. Чё-то я это... О, мы с тобой по. О. Я ж-то совсем забыл. Что тут тоже дом есть. Это тоже гол?
Wait a second. Am I counting right? Your goal? I mean, your goal too.
And you are almost as perceptive as when I left you, Rufus. Savior of the world, suicidal time traveler.
You forgot butt model. But how can that be? What are you doing here? Which goal are you?
She's the goal that you rescued from the future.
Yeah, and in return she left me and Mac on Elysium, stole the time machine, and whoosh! That was the thanks we got.
I've not got such a talent for dramatic endings as you.
And you didn't get far either.
Yes. Perhaps I was a bit too quick off the mark there. When I arrived in interim time, there was no future anymore. The tunnel had simply come to an end, and the autopilot was steering me directly at it. I had to crash land, and was stranded. For us, only a few hours have passed. For her, it's been a lifetime.
Why didn't you use one of the portals?
The portals only opened much later. At first, they were all out of reach. Then the Deponians started to throw their trash into interim time. The time travelers also started arriving from all sorts of pasts. Most were stranded here like me. We built Paradox City from the trash. We tried to reach the portals, but none of them led to the right time. Then, when the first children were born, we realized that we had built ourselves a new home.
But now I'm here. So come on.
Гремит что-то?
What was that? An earthquake?
We've only had one of those once before. The time when the portals opened.
Yeah, never a dull moment around here. Don't run off. I'm gonna go have a look.
Где порталы, блядь?
Oh, come on. Where's the portal to Kuvak? And the others? All gone.
I think I have an explanation. When the tachyons poured into the open portal unchecked just now in the lab, we didn't only open the one portal, but also all the surrounding ones too. Portals leading to completely different places in time. As time passes much faster in here, they were open for years. A whole city was built whilst you fetched gold from the university. Shortly after you stepped through the portal, the anomaly closed behind you. In the lab, this was a blink of the eye. Here, countless minutes.
You mean this city only exists because we opened the portal earlier?
Really makes you think, eh?
Yeah, like for example, how do we get out of here now that the portals are closed?
I was thinking more of the moral implications. Well, what will happen to the people here if we restore the old timeline? Are we even allowed to do that?
I can't see any signs.
I noticed that too. You should get it looked at.
Так, ладно.
Amazingly, there was still a bit of antidote left. Uh-huh.
You girls having a good talk?
I'm just telling Goal about your stamp cannon.
Oh yeah, I shouldn't have used so much cheese.
Так, хорошо, теперь мы можем забрать все, что тут есть. Утконос.
Can I take that?
No, it's not finished yet.
I could finish it.
And just how are you going to finish it?
I can finish anything.
You're going to finish me off one of these days. Are you finished yet? Yes.
No,
Oh, we'll just take it then.
I will.
On your marks, go.
And finished.
Okay, what just happened here?
Ладно, разговаривайте по душам, я пошел. Ох. А здесь был этот проход? Вот этот вот. Или нет? Ладно. Получай.
This is a workshop, right?
Caught red-handed. Maybe I should have hidden the tools.
Fix this.
What is it?
What does it look like?
I'll guess it's an antediluvian cylinder head. As all of the time travelers come here from the past, it doesn't
Давай чини уже.
It's not even worth repairing. But I do happen to have a spare cylinder in stock. Keep it. The first spare part is always on the house.
Funny. With me, the first always goes through the neighbor's window.
Ага. Ладно. Так. А, стоп, в кафе... А, мы еще здесь и здесь не были. Ладно, давайте сюда. А, не-не-не-не-не-не-не-не. Вот, сюда.
The world isn't ready for this art yet, but I'm sure they'll appreciate it in the future.
Правильно?
Oh no, fuel lock alarm.
Oh, again? Oh, that means we'll have to take another compulsory break.
No, it doesn't mean that. One can't keep the future waiting.
Why? Has he got somewhere to go?
Strange.
Ладно, хер с ним. А,
Don't you dare! Or do you have some kind of death wish that involves being ripped to shreds by a pack of Fulocks?
Well, I thought nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Don't think, soldier! It's war out here!
Nothing. Must have been a false alarm.
ага. Ладно.
What are those trash cans for?
Hey, keep your hands off! That's where we keep the seeds so they don't go bad. And so the wombats can't get at them. Most critters are getting worse by the day. Almost as bad as the Fulocks. I catch them meddling with the bins all the time. That's why I always keep my eyes on both sides. My wife says I've started to squint. It's a good job it's so quiet on the Fulock front. We're not equipped for a war on two.
Труп. Ладно, я понял, короче, надо что-то там сделать с этим. С сиреной. И что-то надо будет сделать там. Так. Надо поставить утконоса сюда, да?
Hey, wait a minute. I know that sound. There were wombats in the bins again.
А.
Here, kitty. Where are you, you little beasts? Come on now, show yourselves. Here, kitty. Give me something to shoot at. Strange. I can't see anything. Come on now, show yourselves. Where are you, you little beasts?
О, там еще какой-то труп лежит. Ладно. Ой. Здесь у нас что?
That time traveler apparently comes from a... This is where my respect for foreign culture...
Ooga.
Гуга.
I don't believe it. May I introduce myself? My name is Ang.
Hello. You understand what I say?
But of course, communication is one of the most important attributes for the profession in which I work. I'm a trader, and it would be a true conviviality to
Сука,
engage in
как он его с ним
business. I
разговаривает.
lend in medicinal herbs for a healthy intestinal flora. In exchange for
I give stone. You give fart mash.
I couldn't have put it better myself.
А, мне надо дать ему валун, понял.
Rufus, bring stone.
Interesting. Basalt from the Germian Fatstone Mountains. I can make out deposits of obsidian, and even inclusions of chrysoberyl. I have at least 2 clients who would pay a great deal of money for such a rock.
I give stone. You give fart mash.
Quite right. Quid pro quo.
А, слабительный. Что за пердящая каша? А. Мы даем ему слабительный, он дает нам деньги, которые мы давали ему давно, да? Правильно?
Oh, that's exactly what I need.
До гипердежа. Нажал трёсся там. Ой-ой. Разработчики это как сделали этот звук? Это они записывали свои походы или как?
Take care, end times person.
Ой, бля. Ладно, купаем.
One order of toast and milk, please.
On its way.
Here, the rest is a tip.
Oh, I hate this job.
Hello, Rita. What's new?
Don't waste order some.
Бля.
Busy here. Anything free today?
Yeah, a tip for your girlfriend. As long as she hasn't got a ring on her finger, she shouldn't let her.
No, I meant the food.
Why didn't you say so? We're out of Fulok soup. Any other questions?
The Thought so. Classic case of last-minute panic. Do you have a time?
Do you think I'd look like this if I had one? Time machines have become quite rare. Maverick has an instant change, but he'd rather run over his grandfather than take someone else on board. And then there's Vince, but he can only offer deterministic time travel. Firstly, that's boring, and secondly, Vince smells of prunes. Otherwise, I only know of the old time pod in Rocco's garage. No idea if that still works. We're all stranded here. The best thing you can do is get married as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I think I'll pass.
I hear that quite often. I really should unsubscribe from that dating platform.
Ладно. Поговорим с ним, может, что он скажет. Я сказал с ним поговорить, а не идти куда-то.
Where are my friends again?
At the old hermit's farm. Turn left at the
А, это мы знаем.
Can you
worrying, isn't it? But there's nothing that can be done about it. Portals have neither a motor nor any other mechanical components.
Oh, then it's all up to me again. Are there any goats in Paradox City?
Not that I know of, and I'm sure you'll find something better to sweeten the time until the portals open up again, you rotter.
Huh? I have to get...
No can do. It's a bit of a family heirloom.
Nonsense. It belongs to the old goal.
Belonged to. She left it to my father.
But that's...
You won't be able to argue with my granddad, Rufus.
Это типа воспоминания, да?
Wait a minute. What are you doing here?
I'm a mysterious voice from your memory.
What? Since when?
Don't you like it?
Sure, it's pretty cool.
Who are you talking to?
Quiet back there. Got a tip on how to get past him?
Not really. He was the most stubborn human being that I've ever known.
That's not a lot of help.
You are right. Sorry. Now I feel.
Are you all right?
Huh? Why?
Oh, nothing. What was your question again?
I urgently need...
And I said, no. It's a bit of a family heir, and family comes first.
Yay! Mysterious man...
What?
So,
I thought you had one.
but I haven't.
Then what are you doing here?
You are right. Sorry.
Always nice.
Your behavior. I'm sorry, buddy.
Ладно. Мне кажется, что
Hello, Rita. What's new?
ей надо, чтобы она отвлекла его.
Something from
Правильно? Да, да.
What do you think?
Именно.
Rocco McChronicle from the garage. Young, athletic, a tushy to die for. Put short. Not in my league.
But you flirted with me.
Not so loud. I don't want everyone to know how desperate I am.
Yeah, I think I'll pass.
I hear that quite often. I really should unsubscribe from that dating platform.
Угу. Если теперь мы с ним поговорим, появится новый диалог?
Hey, Rocco.
Howdy.
Да? Да.
I think I know some...
You think so?
Of course. She's just waiting for you to propose.
I can hardly imagine that's true. She would have said something.
Nonsense. She wants you to take the first step.
But by proposing to her, isn't that a bit too forward?
Women want to be rushed. What woman would get involved with you if she had time to think, huh? So go, go, go. Otherwise, someone else is likely to take her. And to the victor go the spoils.
But I haven't got a ring, and I haven't got a tailcoat for the wedding either.
You let me worry about that. Your job is to come up with the right words for your proposal. A little tip. Here am I, there are you, platypoo. Sometimes works wonders.
But... Oh dear.
Я, кстати, понял, для чего нам нужны ребра чморлоков. Они же делают суп из чморлоков, правильно?
Hello, Rita. What's new?
Так,
Don't waste my order something.
все? Нет, не всего.
Rocco has his
Мы
eyes
как
on you.
почтальон какой-то.
I'll believe that when he proposes. The last time anyone had eyes for me, they came in a bowl of Fulok soup.
How disgusting.
They were actually quite cute.
Yeah, I think I'll...
Понял.
I really should.
Вот о чем я сейчас и говорил. Пускай сделает мне супчик.
Fulok ribs! Now, where did you get them?
Where do you think? I ripped them off a Fulok.
I don't know how I can ever thank you enough. But if it's not asking too much, could you take the soup to my future self?
Sure, why not?
But careful. I think he's looking for a reason to get me fired.
На, держи супчик.
Fulok soup, finally. Darn, that was actually quite all right.
Am I hearing disappointment?
Yes, of life. I've grafted away all my youth to be able to afford an instant change 5. Now I'm old. Making other people's lives hell is the only joy I have left. And now, I can't even manage that anymore.
Ah, don't be so hard on yourself. You can do it.
Be a good little boy and bring me some seconds. Maybe then I'll find the hair in my soup that will give me an excuse to fire someone.
That's the spirit.
Э,
And what did he say about the soup?
Looks like he enjoyed it. He wants another one.
Really? Oh boy. Maybe I haven't screwed. Here. For
это будут волосы, правильно?
Waiter, there's a hair in my Fulok soup. Then be glad you didn't order the Fukaka soup.
Ну вот.
Fulok soup, finally.
I was about to get my former self fired. What? Wait a minute. What the hell is this? There's a hair in my soup! I want to see the manager and me!
What? How did you get here so quickly?
Oh, you're obviously experiencing the side effect of my new Instant Change 2. It uses a time travel technique that doesn't create any new timelines. All changes become immediately visible.
Didn't you just want to save up for Series 5?
Yes, but then my future self came along, completely broke. So, I bought the 2 series off him. It's quite practical, as long as you don't take pregnant women on board. And now that I don't need to save anymore, I quit immediately. My future self was probably more in need of a job anyway.
And what are you gonna live on?
I'll break into my pension plan, and then, well, we'll see. The future suddenly looks bright again.
Ничего не понял, но очень интересно. А еще я понял, что пора бы заканчивать уже. Серия как-то долго идет. Спасибо, ребята, что смотрели. Подписывайтесь, ставьте лайки. Также не забывайте комментировать. В описании будет ссылочка на плейлист с прохождением. Также будет ссылочка на другие плейлисты с прохождениями, которые вы тоже можете оценить. Спасибо еще раз, что смотрели. До новых встреч.